Hey guys, very short one today, just to let you know, it appears that the Watcher of Realms team are developing a standalone PC application to play the game on. Now the information about this is very vague at the moment. I'll put up a poll they put on the Discord recently, which is basically asking players if they would prefer to use it. A short while ago, myself and a few others were invited to a developer roundtable to query with the developers the state of the game and what's going to happen going forward. Unfortunately, for the moment, the developers are not happy to release most of the information discussed, as I think a lot of it is still up in the air, and they don't want to make an official statement on many of the matters just yet. However, one of the things that was discussed was the official PC application, so a way of playing the game via PC without using an emulator such as BlueStacks. Now, it sounds like this is already in progress, and the survey in-game, which I don't have anymore because I've completed it, as well as the poll conducted on the official Discord, indicates that they are taking this quite seriously, and it seems like this is a fair priority for them to do. So we can expect that we'll have a PC application at some point. Looking at the second question from the official Discord, if Watcher of Realms has a PC version with better graphics and easier controls, would you like to try it? So I think it's quite clear that they will be using the hero models from this screen or closer to it. There's probably a few LODs or level of detail between this and what we actually see in the game, due to the restrictions of a mobile device. So it would be really cool to have these characters in this level of detail running around in the, well, standing still in their tower positions in the official game, in the campaign and raid mode, etc. So I'm personally, for me, I'm quite for it. I think it would be really cool. I at the moment run it on BlueStacks, as you can see from my plain cursor floating around everywhere. So having an official application that had better controls and had nicer graphics would be great. That being said, I've heard some people in the community saying that they were concerned it would take dev time away. I don't think it would take too much time away. There's obviously a split between the developers, what they work on, what they're capable of. We don't really know, but if it's something they deem is worth it, then ultimately I guess we'll just have to take their word for it. There is something interesting. Now, this is pure speculation, this part. I've seen a growing trend of mobile games and gacha games appearing on Steam. Now, whether or not Watcher of Realms intends to go to Steam, we have no idea. If they did, Steam would take a 30% cut from all of their sales and microtransactions, which would not be very appealing to developers on Watcher of Realms. So I'm not sure if they would go that route. However, it would be quite interesting, and the game, of course, would hit a much broader audience if that did happen. So that's interesting to watch. I'm very curious to see what happens with the PC standalone application, and I'm all for it personally. So at the moment, as you can see from the poll, it seems like the majority of people are eager to play it or would even prefer to play it on PC. As you may have noticed, if you're playing on BlueStacks or other emulators, sometimes there's an issue where using the Tide mode, it will just instantly finish the mission when you hit the withstand wave and you don't actually see the combat. So I think they want to kind of iron out these issues. Some old gachas in the past used to ban people's accounts for using emulators. Watcher of Realms is very aware that people are using it. I've personally talked to some of the developers and they know that I use it, so I'm fairly certain they have no issue with it for the moment. The only other news I have on this front is that in the discussions that we had recently, one of the things that they're happy for me to share is that on the global release, whenever that is, there will be an iOS version. So if you do prefer to play on your iOS device, or you would like to, you're going to have to wait until global launch and not before, from what it sounds like, unfortunately. So with that, thank you all, have a nice one and take care. Bye bye.